Namaste. Tashidile. Where are we?
We are in Yile and Chule. We have a monastery on the hill.
Okay. And we're in the Tsum Valley?
Yes, in Tsum Valley.
In Nepal?
Yes.
And what is happening here today?
So today is a teaching day. And teaching day is the last day. Before that we have a week of puja, long day, from morning to evening puja, and then after puja we will have empowerment, and then after empowerment we have teaching. So today is the last day on the teaching.
Okay. And during the teaching, can you tell me a little bit about the teachings? What is the subject? What are people learning about?
Normally we don't have a specific subject on the teaching. The Lama, he will teach on whatever he like. Basically, it contains an advice on what is good, what is bad, and what should we do, and what should we have to forbid from doing, and then mostly all related to Buddha Dharma, Buddha's teachings.
Okay. And so during the teachings, like, this is the Lama who will do the teaching?
Yes, yes.
And then the people will come and sit and follow the program?
Yes, yes.
And the people who are coming are lamas and nuns and monks and also people from the villages,
Yes,
yeah?
yes, local villages, yes.
Okay.
Mostly from the Chule and Nile village.
Okay.
And then few from village about 15 minutes from here.
Okay. And in this valley there are many different gompas, yeah?
Yes, there's many different gompas.
And building a lot of them, huh? New ones?
Most new one, the big one is a new one. Most of them are the old ones. Mostly more than most of them are more than 200 years old.
Okay. And the stupa is new, right?
Stupa is old.
Actually,
This one is newly built after the earthquake, but the actual date that it was established goes back to like 500 years ago.
500 years ago.
Yes, 500 years ago. And then the base one is the same, exact same. There's no renovations done on that. Only the top ones. After earthquake, the stupa was damaged very badly.
Okay. And the earthquake was 3 years ago or more?
4 years ago. Yeah.
4 years ago. Okay.
This monastery is older than the stupa. This one is around 600 years old.
600 years old, this monastery.
Yes, but then there have been many restorations and then rebuilding.
And 600 years ago, we are very close to the Tibetan border here,
Yes,
right?
Yes, sir.
How far away? How many kilometers?
I'm not sure about kilometer, but
How many days walking?
yeah. For example, if I have to go early in the morning around 5 to 6 a.m., then we can reach there around around 7 time at the evening time. Yeah.
To the border.
Yeah.
And-
just one day.
And on the other side of the border, there are other villages and
Yeah,
towns?
there's other villages, and then there's checkposts as well. Chinese side. Yes.
And can you cross the border if you want to?
Yes, we can cross the Tsumbas. Because we are
Tsumpa means people of the Tsum Valley.
Yes, yes. And the people there, we have many relations. So like our grandfathers and grandmothers, mostly from out there. So they recognize people. So it's very usually they just are not quite strict on that one, but still a few years ago they started issuing the border pass. So now we have to make a border pass, and then we have to go and show them, and then tell them we will be staying here for a few days, and then for the shopping.
And we walked 5 days to get here from the bus coming up through the Nepal side. But when you go over to the Tibetan side, does the road come right to the border?
No.
No.
Now the Chinese they are starting on building road up to the border.
Yeah.
But still we have to walk up to the border, and then again we have to walk down the border to reach till the village.
How many days from the border do you think the Chinese road is on the other side?
It's very near.
less than one day.
Less than one day.
Hey.
Less than one day. Yeah.
Okay.
We can reach the next village from here in a one day.
Uh-huh.
If we have, because we are very used to with the road and we are very familiar, so we are usually very quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so, like the food supplies and building supplies and materials, clothing and all this stuff is mostly coming from Nepal or Tibet or both sides?
Now, most of the things like snacks, for example, like snacks, and then for mostly the rations, food rations, they are easier to bring from China side. It's just one day, one day walk.
Uh-huh.
But then if we have to bring from the Nepal side, then we have to walk for like 3-4 days. And then, for example, if a rich person can afford and like helicopter, that also is very expensive as well, and then not very reliable. But the buying and trading with the border is a very traditional style. So yes, most of the things are bought from China side.
Yeah.
Yeah, very. They are also very comparatively they are cheaper, and then very easy for the local people here
To get from the
Yes,
Tibetan side.
Yes,
Yeah. So food staples also?
yes.
Building materials?
Building materials.
Clothing?
Yes, most the building materials. Most of the houses are made of
Stone?
stone, so it's
And
locally
wood.
available.
Yeah.
The wood. But for example, some like the aluminum sheets.
Aluminum
and then
sheets on the
like
roof.
roofings.
Yeah.
We can get them from
Yeah.
China side as well.
Electronics?
Yes, electronics as well.
Lights?
Like electric kettle,
Yeah.
electric stove.
And were you born in this village?
Yes, I was born in this village, and then around 8-9, then I went to Kathmandu for study.
And how many people do you think live in the Tsum Valley?
The whole valley, it's a very... I don't know the exact number.
Maybe less than 5,000? Or more than 5,000?
Maybe around that area.
Around 5,000.
Yeah,
And how many villages? 10 to 15 villages?
13.
13.
Yes.
Nice.
So in Tsum Valley also we have Upper Tsum and Lower Tsum.
Uh-huh.
So total we have 13, more than 13 villages.
And where we are here is upper or lower?
Upper one.
Upper, right. And the lower is much more narrow,
Yes, more.
not so wide open.
Yeah, lower we consider lower from Chokang.
Uh-huh.
Chokang Paro. From
Chokang
Chokang
Paro.
Paro, and we say it's a lower Tsum.
And what do you think the impact of tourism is here in this village? Because this area has only been opened up within the last 10 years, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Lots of influences from the outside. But still, people still give more focus on their own traditional way. But then, for example, like developments, they take it more. They want more development with their traditional farming. For example, like farming, they want like modern tools and all.
And you are a lama? You're studying also?
So he's my father.
He's your father, okay. And so, and are you following in his tradition? And is that a blood lineage or a reincarnate?
It's a
Blood lineage.
from generation to generation.
Which lineage is that?
So it's a Labrang. So for in Nyingma tradition, we usually have like the Turku. We have a Turku system as well, the reincarnated system, but we also have like a lineage system as well, like from father to son, then son to son, son to son, grandson, like that. So we are not following the reincarnated one. We are following the lineage.
Blood lineage.
Yeah, blood
Yes.
lineage.
And do you know how many generations back your lineage goes?
Our first, the Lama who started our lineage, dates back to 12 to 13, around 12th, 13th century.
12th to 13th
Yeah,
century.
12th, 13th century. There's like the main lama, the main teacher who started our teaching lineage. He lived around that time, 12th century time.
800 years ago?
Yes.
And in this area or more in Tibet?
In Tibet. Our family was mostly in the past was from Tibet, and then later around 15th, 16th century, then our family got separated from the main branch, and then was settled here, and then started again the same.
At the time of the invasion?
Yeah, no, before. Before.
What is your name?
Kunchok.
Kunchok. Nice. Kunchok, enjoy your food. I'm going to just take a look over here. It's okay to film in the Gompa?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So just to give you a sense of where we're at here, this guy is selling jackets because he's expecting a crowd up here today, but this is the valley that we're in, the Tsum Valley. And this is the village of Nile. Yoga ko nam kunho? Pala? Hey Didi, yoga ko nam kunho? And this is Chule. So Nile over here, Chule over here. We've come up that valley. At the base of this gorgeous waterfall is this Gompa, and now I'll show you inside this 600-year-old Gompa. Take off the lens or the filter. And this is very typical of the monasteries or gompas throughout the Himalaya. Put my shoes back on. 다시 들래. Costa hunza. Tuxa. Just count hunza. Nice. So my name is Len Davis. I'm a Seattle-based filmmaker. I've been coming to Nepal for the past 25 years and used to live here, so I speak the Nepali language. And I'm up here trekking in the Tsum Valley with a friend of mine. We came from Seattle. We're here for a month or so. Tell me your name once more. Kunchok?
I am Kunchok.
Kunchok. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing your story and telling me a little bit about this area. Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. Kanamito tio?
Very good.
Nice. And what are you eating? Diro?
Yes, diro.
Tell me, what is diro?
Diro is like a mashed potato, but not a potato, but with a like a flour, wheat flour.
Wheat flour,
So you have hot water, and then you put wheat flour, and then you add a little bit of barley flour.
Okay.
And then you stir it, and then it's almost like a mashed potato, but not a potato.
Nice. Okay. Thank you, brother.
Okay, thank you.
And just an absolutely gorgeous setting for this monastery. I'll show you what the action in the kitchen looks like. I was in here drinking tea and eating tukpa a little while ago. Bye. Bitraoni tiksa? Tiksa. This is the kitchen for the monastery. There's a lot of people coming and going today. Tiksa? Didi? Okay. Tiksa. La. Potatoes. And that's the scene. Again, I'm Len Davis, a Seattle-based filmmaker with Pangiality Productions, and I'm here in the Tsum Valley in Nepal. Stay fresh.